made 2 transactions withdrawing from the previously frozen funds in Oman. What were those transactions for?
I don't have the details on that, Jackie. You're going to have to let me get back to you on that.
Okay. I'd let the office know before that I was looking for this question, so I hope to get one today.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll come back to you with that
Sure,
then.
of course.
More broadly, I guess, you know, is the administration at all reconsidering its decisions to finance Iran indirectly by allowing these sanctions waivers to go forward, given the level of proxy attacks that we've seen?
The finance, or you mean by...
Well, it's for humanitarian aid,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
But we had these 2 transactions I'm talking about, and you know, I'm hoping we can get an answer on what they were for, but the Assistant Treasury Secretary for Terrorist Financing and Financial Crimes was testifying about this to a House subcommittee and said that any details, you know, about those transactions would have to be provided in a classified setting. You know, why would we need to have that information be behind closed doors when that money is supposed to only be for humanitarian purposes? It should be, you know, transparent, I would think. And I know the administration also sort of quietly reversed its decision to allow, you know, withdrawals from the $6 billion that was freed up for the prisoner swap. But after that decision, the $10 billion, the waiver was extended for the $10 billion. This was the money that was payments for electricity in Iraq. So anyway, given the level of proxy attacks and the availability of these funds, is the U.S. reconsidering these sanctions waivers?
With the caveat that I'm going to have to get back to you on whether or not there's actually been some sort of procurement request by the Iranians for the humanitarian assistance. I just don't know the answer to that. So with that as a caveat, I would tell you that, again, none of that money goes to the Iranian regime, and none of it goes to the mullahs. If it has been allocated against, it would go to approved vendors that would purchase food, water, medicine, agricultural products, and then ship that directly into Iran for the benefit of the Iranian people. And this really, what your question kind of goes...
Given the behavior of the state right now, I mean, you talked briefing with this news about...
Our issue is not with the Iranian people, and it's difficult to square anybody having a problem with the Iranian people getting food, water, medicine, and agricultural products so that they can subsist. It's not as if, and this is where I was getting to on the fungibility argument, which is kind of what your question is getting to. It's not as if the mullahs are sitting around thinking, well, how can we make the lives of the Iranian people better? Let's get them more food, water, medicine. They're not making that choice. What they're doing is investing in missile technology and helping Ukraine kill innocent helping Russia kill innocent Ukrainians. So it's not, you know, the fungibility argument just doesn't stand up. It's not like it frees up money that they were going to use on food and water that now they're going to go buy missiles with. They've been focusing.
That's exactly what it does.
Well, and I would argue that the critics are incorrect. It's the mullahs, the regime in Iran has been doing that consistently over multiple presidential administrations, Republican and Democratic. They have hegemonic ambitions in the region, and they are a destabilizer in the region, and they have been investing a lot of money into advanced military capabilities to try to push forward that vision. It's not as if they've been prioritizing the Iranian people. And this money, these funds are designed for the Iranian people and for their benefit only.
One very last question. Can the administration name a single lawmaker who has called to reduce the number of Border Patrol agents?
A single lawmaker that has called for reduce the number. I would argue, as I think Karine has talked about this, I mean, in the fact that they voted down proposed legislation that would, at the president's urging, increase the number. So just by dint of the sheer numbers and the votes, the House Republicans have said they don't favor increasing the number of border agents. And you heard Speaker Johnson down at the border yesterday that they're not interested in moving forward on the president's national security supplemental, which had $6 billion in there, much of it designed to get us another 1,300 border agents.
About the 2,000 Border Patrol agents being eliminated, I think that's a reference to the House DHS appropriations bill, which was obviously not taken up by the Senate. They had a CR, but that very bill, I mean, Republicans say that it actually would have increased the number of Border Patrol agents because it was going to eliminate funds for climate change and clean energy programs. I mean, the White House even issued a statement at that time saying that those cuts to those programs would be, unpalatable to the president. But this is sort of the first time I've been hearing this claim about eliminating 2,000 Border Patrol agents and painting a picture like we're short 2,000 at the border when, in fact, that didn't happen.
When the proposed legislation has additional border agents in it and House Republicans voted down, I'm not sure how else you want to take that.
All right. Go ahead.